I'm going to do some training today on boards. I'm going to share my screen just to run through the boards. Any questions you've got, please raise your hands. Selena or Debbie, shout at me if anybody's got any questions. Right, share screen. Okay. So hopefully you can all see that. So we've got the Evolution Squad boards. Can everybody hear me all right? Yeah. So we've got the new Evolution Squad boards. Anytime something drops, like this morning, I've put the PDFs into the new boards for you all. Anytime something drops, anytime there's a new board for anything to do with promoter training on customers, it will all be put into this one board. So this is the main board that everybody should have now and be working from. It's got all the usual things that you've seen on boards before, like reach outs, follow-ups. And then we have a new section here called stories. And it's got a few things in there that I've been putting in as we've been going. This will fill up. This is something that will change as time goes on. Every time I create something new, I'll drop it in there. But you've got one called quotes. If you're into quotes, there's a lot there that you can use. But you can share these things directly from here to your feed. Either Instagram, Facebook, wherever you want to post these, you can do these. I'm going to show you a demonstration of that in a second after I've talked through the board. I do realize that some of us have Android phones. Yes, that's me. I'm ashamed to say. And some of us have Apple. So they're a bit different in functionality. Selena will show you at the end the Apple side, and I'll show you the Android side. We've got some unfold stories depending on what you want to talk about. So as we go, I will put these in here for you to share directly to your stories. Some engagement ones. We did some VIP, there is all our VIP reset qualifications. And if I go back, Christy did some, and then I did some on the opportunity. So post these to your stories and then talk about joining your team with your link, talk about plugging them into free promoter bootcamp. You can do that straight from here. So let me go back. I need to keep on track of my notes. So the first thing is everything you need is in obviously the Evo Squad boards, but I'm going to talk about promoter onboarding first. So you get a new promoter, you're going to go to this folder. As soon as they're qualified and active, so we're talking $100 qualified and active, you're going to share with them this promoter board. You can also share with them this PDF that Debbie put together for us of how to be a successful promoter. I love this PDF. It talks them through all the steps they need, their whys, their goals, all of the things they need to be a successful promoter. So share this with anybody that is qualified and active. Your promoter onboarding board will talk them through everything they basically need to be in. Joining the squad. There's videos on each of them from Jen. Joining the customer group, the opportunity group, and then some of our new tools, some of our other tools. So we've obviously got our VIP board now. If one of your promoters is qualified and active and they're in their VIP, you will then send them the VIP board. But we have so many tools here, which is why we've done free promoter onboarding and the bootcamp, because we have got us as a squad have an abundance of tools for new promoters. And a lot of people, when they join a network marketing company, they just think, right, we're going to join and we're going to be dropped into maybe a chat or a group, and that's it. And at the Evo Squad, we are very, very, very different from other companies I've definitely been in before. I know some of you are fortunate to just join Lavelle and be with Lavelle, but I've been with a few and it's not great. So I want everybody to experience the amount of things we offer people. So these are just a few of the other things they can get plugged into. Selena did some training on just talking everybody through our back office, so people can watch that. And then they'll be plugged into stuff like our team calendar, our website that we've got. We've even got our own shop. Like, we're very fortunate here. So when somebody joins you and they are qualified and active and they've bought a pack, plug them into promoter onboarding and send them this document. If somebody isn't on social media, and this is the reason that we've done things like PDFs this time, is that if they're not on social media, and not everybody is, you can at least share these with people still. They'll still feel like they're part of the team, and it's still going to talk them through all of the things that we offer. They could still join stuff like, just because they're not on Facebook doesn't mean they can't hook into our YouTube channel. They can't hook into our website with our shop. Like, they can still hook into certain things. Doesn't mean they have to miss out just because they're not on social media. And I know that we do have people in the team that aren't on social media, but this talks them through everything they need, and they can feed back to you. I've recently had a promoter that's started doing this workbook, and she just screenshots to me when she's filled certain things in, and we just talk through like her goals, her why, what she's going to do first, how she's going to progress in the company, etc. So I think it's a great tool to have. Once somebody has been onboarded properly and they're in all the groups, or, you know, they've been sent the PDF and you've gone through it with them, then you're going to plug them. They're going to be in their VIP period. So you're going to go down to the VIP folder. You're going to click it, and you're going to send them the link to this folder. So all you do to send a link, by the way, is just click it and click share. Has that worked? Can't see my screen because my thing's in the way. And it's going to give you a link to share, and you're just sending the person the link in their messenger or by text or however you like. So Promoter VIP is a board that talks them through 14 days worth of their VIP. I know UK people, it's 3 weeks for us, but just talk them through the 14 days, get them to work through their 14 days. It's better to qualify early in 14 days than it is to wait for 3 weeks. So you've got some back office training again, and then different tasks for them to do every single day. So the first day is obviously sharing their Thrive experience, you know, joining the groups, and every single day they have got action steps to take all the way through. And it gets to the end of their 14 days. And hopefully by then they've got their VIP 1600, they've got all their VIP bonuses, and then on they go. So that is VIP board. Any questions about that, you can ask me at the end. And then the next one is Reboot. So what I did with my promoters when Reboot came out was I contacted all of my downline and told them, you know, if they were non-qualified and active, I plug them now into the free promoter bootcamp. If they've been qualified and active before, but they've fallen off, I plug them into Promoter Reboot. Again, Debbie's done us a Reboot workbook, so it talks them through rebooting their business. But this is the one that I would send people if they've dropped off for whatever reason they've dropped off for, then you can share with them this board. This is also a really good board if you've just had a wobble, and we all have them, and I've had one recently, for you to just open the Promoter Reboot and start again. Like, you know, if you wake up tomorrow and you're fortunate, you know, you can start again. Nothing's to say that, like, just because you've had a bit of a wobble, you can't start again every single day. So open the free the Reboot bot. I keep calling them a bot. Reboot board. Open it up. Jen's got her Reboot videos that she did, and again, it talks you through the reboot for the amount of days, and then it's got action steps. So it just teaches you to reboot your business all over again. It's pretty self-explanatory. She's done videos on each, and then you've just got action steps. The action steps will feed you back to the Evo Squad page in the guides. So you'll see certain things like this one, 3-way connection chat guide 2. Watch that video, go through your next steps. So that is a great one. To go with that, we have got the Reboot workbook. This is something that I've printed out to use just day by day, because it's great. You can write, you've got spaces to write everything on. You've got things that you can do just to get yourself back into the business again. I love it. Go and have a look at this. It's got some great things on there. So have a look at that one. Again, you can share all of these things direct through Messenger or text with the share button. I'm just looking down at my notes a second. So now we've got the recent newest one, Free Promoter Bootcamp. So everything to do with Free Promoter Bootcamp is in one folder. You've got the actual page that we've done. You've got the story slides, posts that Jen did, and then scripts. Me and Selena just had a muck around with some scripts. If you've got any more scripts that you personally use that you want on this board, just send them to me and I'll put them in here as well for everybody. But Free Promoter Bootcamp, in essence, is plugging somebody that's non-qualified and active into the board for 7 days. They're going to have 7 days worth of seeing what we offer as a squad, seeing our tools. They're going to get tasks to do each day. They're going to have posts and slides for their social media. It's a way for them to see it without buying a kit. And then at the end of the 7 days, they're going to make a choice. They're going to have a decision to make. Do they buy a pack? Do they buy a 10-day trial from their sponsor? Or maybe it's just not the right time for them right now. They don't want to do it. That's fine. Like, wish them well. At a later date, you can always plug them back into this again. You could say to them, do you want me to keep you updated on promos? And then you could send them promos when they drop. It's just another tool that we can use to plug people into. This is a great one for recruiting as well. So if you want to start building your business, or you want to build your business even more than you already have, use the story slides that Jen's made for you here, and then put a link on your promoter link. So on Instagram, you can put it on as a story, and you can create a link that links them straight to your back office to sign up as a promoter. And then you can say to them, you know, once you signed up as a promoter with me, I will send you the link to our free promoter bootcamp, hook them into that for their 7 days, and then see where they are at the end of the 7 days. They get to see everything we offer as a squad. Within the promoter bootcamp board, when you go to action steps and they click what their actions are, it will take them to another board. They are going to have to put their email in, join the board, and then it will open this board here. So this is the board they're going to see for their action steps. If they're on day 1, they would go to day 1, and they would see 2 story options and 2 post options. These are their action steps for the day. So they can share these stories direct from this board to their social media. A lot of them are poll stories, so they can get some interaction from their audience, and then post ideas as well to put on their social media. They're all different. If you can join the board yourself. I advise you join the board yourself, this one, and have a look at all the different post ideas there are, because you might want to pinch some for yourself, but have a look at the kind of things that we're asking them to do, basically. So they've got 2 stories a day to post, and then 2 posts on their social media a day. That's what they're doing within Free Promoter Bootcamp. I'm going to quickly touch on 2 new tools that are coming. So 2 new tools that are coming, let me stop my share a second, we have something called a customer board. A customer board will be a link that you're going to share. It will look exactly the same as the Evo Squad board with different things in. It will be things like frequently asked questions. So when people ask if they're in detox, how to take Thrive. There's videos on there. There is refer to program, like how that works, how if they refer 2 people and they're on AutoShip, they get Thrive for free. There's lots of different things on that customer board, including how they set up their account and how they work around their back office from a customer point of view. Because I know we've got, like, I know from my point of view, when I joined as a customer before I joined as a promoter, it can be a bit tricky to like work your way around that system and get to know that system. So we're going to do a recording of the back office from a customer point of view. So like how they order, where they click to order, where they click to do like turn their auto ship off or recreate an auto ship. All of the stuff that customers normally come to you and ask you will be on one board. So you will send them one link and they can work their way through that board. Hopefully that will negate them coming back and forward, asking you questions, because they will have a board to work from. The same with, we've created a boards page for tools. So this boards page will include all the tools we have to offer, everything. customer groups, the websites, not just Evo Squad tools, but also Lavelle tools. So they'll all be on one board. I do appreciate that they were meant to go out on the 13th. My bad. They're not ready yet. They will be ready in the next 2 weeks. I'm running for bonuses hard. So I'm trying to juggle my time between them both. So I haven't done them yet, but in the next 2 weeks, they will both be out. And then that will be all of the tools ready for you to run hard for your bonuses. The one thing we have in this squad that other people don't have, you know, whether it's other teams in Lavelle or other companies, is they do not have these systems and these tools that we've got. You've got everything that you need to run, like everything. We've got trainings that you plug into. We've got everything set up for new promoters, everything set up for your customers. There's everything there. Your mindset stuff, plug into as much training as you can, when you can, and go for it. There's nothing stopping any of us. I'm talking to myself as well as talking to you guys. There's nothing stopping any of us reaching whatever goal we want to. I said to Jen on my one-to-one the other day, when I was filling my form out, I put 12K and I deleted it and put 40. There's no reason why you can't up what you think you can do. It's only yourself telling you that you can't do something. And I say that from experience, because I tell myself all the time that, you know, I can't do it when actually I can. So plug into them tools. Selena, can you just show everybody from your phone how you share any of the story slides from an Apple point of view, and then I'll share from my side from an Android point of view?
Yep. Okay. So I was just sharing. I was just using it to create that post that's on about the free promoter bootcamp. So let me back out. Okay. So once you're in your boards app, you go to the evolution squad. So it, you know, looks like this. So if you select stories as an example, right? You select, say, I want to do a quote today, and you just click on that quote. Up on the top, there's this little share arrow. I can do it well. Oh, yeah. So then it's going to give you the options of where to share it to. So one thing you might not think of here is that you can share, we've got product tiles in there. You can share them directly in Messenger or to message somebody like a customer that you're speaking with, potential customer. But if you go through and you want to create like our new Unfold stories, you're going to select the app. I select Instagram, and then I know it's backwards, but we've got post, story, and then message. So you just click the story and it pulls it right up in Instagram, and then you just, you know, select to post to your story. You can change the size of it. You can add text. It's kind of hard to see because I selected one with a white background. But you can put, if I'm in the text, today's quote, quote. Sorry, I'm trying to move it around. But you can customize it, you know what I mean, to make it your own. And then you just hit your little story thing. And then, let's see, I'm actually sharing it to my story. For the Unfold stories, for like the free promoter bootcamp one, the suggestion that I have with this is when it comes to the link that you want to replace, that slide, you're going to want to come down and where's the where is it? Where can I save it to my, well, it gives me the option to share it, save it to my files. For for Instagram, which is where you might put your link, she's got that little message box. If you save the image to your phone and then upload it to Instagram, you'll have that option. If you do it the way that I was showing you before, you do have a sticker option, but the options are like where you can put that comments. The option to put the link is not there. So that's like, you know, like one little caveat to sharing it directly from the boards. However, it makes it a hell of a lot easier because you don't have to save all this stuff to your phone. Like if you're like me and have 20,000 images saved to your phone, it makes
and I like the fact that when you're talking to a customer, like about Elite, say, that you can go into the product sheets and select those product sheets and send them direct to their messenger.
Yeah, so that's the product tiles here. And then there's one for Elite, but we've got all of those. So if like somebody's asking about the collagen gummies and you select that and you do the little share thing, then you can, you know, send it directly to whoever. I mean, if you want to, if the person isn't in your thing, then you just hit message. And then that will go directly to them. Is there anything else you wanted me to show?
No, I think that's it, babe. Thank you. So this is, hopefully you can see, this is Android. I know Hope's got an Android as well. We're cursed.
And Christy does too, right? Isn't Christy still an Android user?
We are literally cursed by Jen for having Androids. Like, change to Apple, change to Apple. But
ew, trash apples, trash apples.
It's a bit different, but you would just click the stories folder, and then I'll go on quotes as well because I need to put one up today. So I'm just going to click this quote, and then at the top, our share one is a bit different. Am I going the wrong way? That way. Can you see that? It's like a little triangle with dots on. It's a bit different, but in essence, it does the same thing. So you would pull it up that way, and that's the functionality you get at the bottom. I'm guessing that Christy and Hope are pretty au fait with how Android works. But yeah, you just literally share to your thing. So when you click Instagram, it brings it up like this instead. So you've got like direct, feed, and then stories. So you just click stories and then share to your stories. I'm going to do mine now while I'm here. So then it will pull it up like that on my stories. And I'm just going to click share, and then it's shared. So that is it. If anybody has any questions, please shout at me now, and I will try and answer them best I can. Let me check chat.
Those are amazing tools. Thank you so much. I would like everybody to put their camera on so I can take a picture for Jen and show her
She'll love that.
everybody who showed up for her team. So everybody put your camera on, get your smiles on. Come on, I still see that. Oh, hey, I love it, love it. Everybody, come on, we got one more. Got it. All right, here we go. We're gonna take a picture for Jen. Everybody say cheese. 1, 2, 3, cheese. Beautiful.
Thank you, lovely.
Guys, I'm jumping off. I'm going to have some sun. Great training, Rachel. Appreciate
Don't blame
everything
you.
you did.
Anyone that wants to stay for a work with me, just stay on. I will start our work with me in a second, but thank you for joining.
Thank you, Rachel.